Mr. Streamer, I'm first.
Hello, gents. How are we? Grats HK on first. Well, why is the sun this thing? And hello, Snowy. How are we getting on today? Hello, Phil. How are we? How's everyone's day going so far? We are gonna play some Broken Sword. I just felt like changing it a little bit because I want to play this game. It's been a long time since I played it. I'm also pretty sure I've never actually played this version of it, the director's cut, where you play Nico as well. I think I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong, but I think the original version was the one I had played. That's a high possibility I'm wrong. Can't hear too well at the moment there, Conran. You have to wait a bit before you can put a headset on. Absolutely fine, Snowy. Don't you worry about it, man. You chill and be cold and cool. That's why I just put a hat on to keep the sun out of my fucking eyes, and I have a little fan running full blast beside me to keep me cooler. Just got home, got the office so warm. Yeah, I'd imagine it was a nightmare. The weird part is, like, this window here. Now, I'm glad it is the full width, but, like, this is nothing compared to, like, this is a tiny window of my screen. It's grand. That looks good. Thanks, HK. I used to always wear hats on stream. That's specifically one of these hats I always wore on stream. But I just stopped wearing them for a little while. I didn't really feel the need. And I tended to be when I had longer hair, and it was either messy or I just, like, for days, sunny days as well. If it's warm out and hot out and the sun potentially in my eyes, having a hat, like, even just to be able to block some of the light from the lights, it's kind of nice as well. It's very, yeah. Oh, you've been playing it. How are you finding it so far, Faye? Have you started this yet, HK? 20 to 25 back up to 30. Ugh. Fuck that noise. Not a chance I'd want to be involved in that. Ugh, I don't envy you. Not fun. This is like old as fuck point and click. Is this like an old as fuck point? Yes. So the original was 96. The director's cut, 1996 was the original. I think this director's cut was 2009 or something. Even the, like, if you started as this version, you get a different launcher. Looks completely different. You don't think you'd be able to. Laptop PC hard drive's completely fucked. Your desktop is very old. Oh shit, HK, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, the plus side, HK, this game is also very old, so you'll probably be able to play this game on your desktop. Right, so we're going to mute the music for now. The other thing is I potentially will start to play a little more music on stream if we have games that don't have a lot of sound or whatever, and need a bit more ambience. So I have already changed the VOD channels, and I've rerouted my music through a different channel, and it will not appear on VODs, so I can do that. Like the arsehole reminds you of Superman comics, the little boxes. Yeah, hey, perfect. How you doing? Right, so let's get into it. The weird thing, right? Purchase the music. There's not a lot of options on this for like the screen resolution. If I put a full screen, it has this big black box around it. This, as you see, will be the original. Like, it looks so bizarre. Currently, I'm on the augmented, which basically just gives me this section of it, and all the rest of it is just open window. So it's interesting, but we don't really need a massive screen resolution to play this game. Worst thing about the hard drive, though, no more Minecraft for the time being. Yeah, it sucks HP.
Paris,
At least you didn't miss anything on
city of
Sunday,
love,
so it happened.
romance, and dreams.
Let's get
So they
into it.
say.
You're on like
I used
too.
to say it too. But ever since that day, the day of the murder,
That day.
I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Oh no. Man, I'm curious how this will play up to my memory of this game. Because, like, it's been a long time since I played this game. Kind of vibe of it being like a kind of painted graphic thing I really like. That still stands up, to be honest. Like, it's not about how it looks really. The whole thing is more about the story. Even this first time playing, you've loved it so far? Good. What the Broken Sword games are, they do have like quite intricate, good stories. Let's just say Neil Breen. I don't know, probably.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Can I restart?
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With
Yes.
Pierre Carchon.
Give me a second.
Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why.
I'll let the intro
Anyhow,
happen,
this
then I'll
could be
click
big,
the
so
restart
if he
slowly.
makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile,
'Cause I
say
can just
yes,
click skip
and
after.
keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away. Here I was, the palace of the media king and the ice queen. I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nick
Just make that
Collard.
mimes day, yeah.
I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Madame
wow.
Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was
So
certainly
obviously
living up
all
to her
of this was
reputation.
added. They didn't have. This is what the original game looked like.
Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty. You're too kind, madame.
Ah, the talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
The ads.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please.
Please. Have a better day.
But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
That's good.
My father, he never
Sucker.
mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose.
Another Ming vase.
Excuse me for
well,
one moment, my dear girl.
You know, as you do.
You
just-
journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame.
Yeah.
That was no cat. My God, what? Monsieur Carchon!
You didn't mind that part.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of
Well,
suspects.
he's dead, yeah.
If I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I,
Yeah,
Nico
it's straight into it,
Poulard,
doesn't fuck around.
alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops? Or start
Fuck
my
no.
own investigation? It was a no-brainer.
It was a no-brainer. So... Alright, I just need to do that. What I can do instead here, Snowy, is I can do this for you. So you can see if that was the name you were looking at. Neil Breen, doing background layouts, yes. It was written in the script, don't know brainer, yeah. I don't know who Neil Breen is, so I can't help there, but I did do a quick Google and people are losing their shit going, wait, Neil Breen did this? Although apparently he's down as Cornelius Breen as well. So I don't know why he's listed as both. Hey, your man, how are you doing? Are you going to enlighten us as to who that is, Snowy? The murder of Mime in Paris sounds like a setup to a joke, yeah, right? YouTube, Red Letter Media, Neil Breen. Okay. Red Letter Media. I feel like that's going to be stuff I'll watch later. Right. Let's get cracking.
Beard slap.
Luke.
29 beautiful months together, do them one hug.
Ah, thanks, dude. Much appreciated. How you keeping? Thank you for the resub, my man. Alright, move the mouse pointer around the screen, discover areas of interest which will be indicated by an animating blue circle. 20 months for unpaid child support, yeah, right? When the pointer passes over an object with which you can interact, it will change to an animating icon reflecting the available action. Press the left mouse button to perform that action. Briefcase icon, carry inventory, diary, access to diary, question mark for hints, and the spanner to go back to the other shit. All pretty normal. Not bad. How's yourself? How's work? Yeah, getting on grand. Why is this curtain suddenly closed is what I want to know when it was opened. A second ago, because we could see that.
A small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
Yeah. Teabag him, if I could. Not one of the hosts, but a director they feature a couple of times. Oh, it does show like B-movie stuff that this guy has directed. Could also just be someone else.
I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself.
Oh, old-fashioned.
This was the work of the mime. Unless the cat was in on it too. The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
Holy shit, she sounds like Gertrude. Gertrude in the Magnus Archives. I mean, it could be anybody.
Of Pierre Carchon,
Dexter,
humble
was
servant
Dexter,
of La
yes.
France.
Have a look,
Mimes
see
and
him.
guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd
You
come
reckon?
across this murderer before and written about him. The costume killer, at least that's what I'd called him.
Costume killer. Oh, hello,
It
hairpin.
was one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact.
Her
It
favourite
must
hair
have
clip.
fallen when I was knocked down.
You got
I
knocked the
closed
fuck
his
out.
eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow. I opened his eyes. Best to leave the crime scene as I found it.
Yes.
Some people hate searching corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend. In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence.
Are
There
going back
was
now?
no going back now.
Step away from PC for a bit till it cools down here. No worries, Snowy. Are we sure he's dead? Looks far hangover face. Yeah, I think that the bullet hole
Carchon had been shot.
kind of says it all, really, you know. Nothing else we can click here. I'm gonna leave his eyes, so we can't do that. We've already looked at all that. We can have a look at the books. Let's see what's in the books.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
Of course, it was obscure first editions. What else is gonna be?
Pierre Carchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room.
Busted the same guy twice. Maybe he split his wine. I spilled his wine. Yeah. A mime came in. He was so shocked and entertained. He spilt his wine.
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
And at the same time, he just fell over in
Imelda had
hilarity at that.
talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
You're fucking right, Jenna.
It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the
Just stole
colour
it.
I was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint. It's my favourite colour.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
Thanks. Use an inventory item on the background object. Click on that item and hold the mouse button. Continue to hold the mouse button. Drag the item over. Hotspot and release when it highlights.
It
Don't know
was a
what-
boat ticket stamped
the
Bateau de la Conciergerie. When I was a little girl, Papa used to take me on the Bateau Mouche as a treat.
Don't tell her, Nico. Yeah, exactly.
It
What
was
are
one
you
of my
doing?
hair clips. My
Fucking with
favourite,
your
in
stuff.
fact. The tube of paint from Imelda's easel. French ultramarine.
Just spread it all over the wall. Fuck this bitch. Let's not do that. Let's have a look at this stuff.
I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
Yoink. Ooh,
Even
hello
my
there.
fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
If only we had, I don't know, a hair clip.
Aha! Nico, you are just...
Yeah,
Instead
Nico,
of
well done.
comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because
you're
there
a
was
piece of
something
shit.
going on here, and I had to get answers before
What are you
the
doing?
cops
I'm
arrived.
robbing you,
And
yeah.
hey,
Duh.
she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
Yeah, fuck you, being rude to a French woman. How dare you? What is
A
this?
key. Maybe a safe key.
Let's rub this in. Back out, close that up. You didn't see shit.
A magnificent antique table.
Big magnificent antique table. Let's see if we can go. Can we go in here?
The door was locked.
Can we use this?
A
corner?
modern key on an antique door. It wasn't
gonna
going to
work.
work.
Yeah. Well, you're here to investigate a crime. Which one, bitch? There's been 2 or 3 crimes created right now.
I thought of leaving, but was sure there was more to find.
Talk to this one.
Excuse me, madame.
Yes?
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start.
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Collard?
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
He's really jaded, huh?
I am so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall see.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
He is a
I have
proper
no idea.
cold-hearted
His
bitch.
business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Yep.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronise me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you
Look.
have any moral sense at all?
I just robbed you, alright? Good versus evil, I like it. Hello, sir. I'm just going to lurk while you eat it and then enjoy talking. Hello to you. Hope you're having a good time. And well, good or evil? We'll let this be a decision. HK says evil. Anybody with that Indian stew? Nice. I had me some turkey burgers and rice earlier. I'm on earlier starts this week, so we actually had time to...
I certainly don't
Cook
let
some-
it get in the way of a good story.
I admire your loyalty to your profession.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it?
Gonna look, see
A
what's in the
dutiful
game.
wife.
You haven't got to it. No
That was
worries,
my
Chelsea.
role. He never talked,
Thank
never
you for
let
the
me
lurk.
in.
I know one thing, madame.
Much
What?
appreciated.
If you want to
Hope you
find
know
out
well.
who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
We're gonna be good this time.
Your husband invited me here today because he needed me. I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he
Uh-oh.
knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong. I was onto his killers already. I am sure of it. Please, you owe it
You
to
owe
him.
it to him.
I
No,
don't
you
know.
owe it. Yeah.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
I think perhaps you do have a moral sense. Of sorts. You're not a very good liar, Nico Collard. And perhaps Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you, too. Here,
Yeah.
take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't.
Find some
I was
clues.
too scared of what I might find.
Imagine being in a marriage
you.
like that. Like,
There was no one I needed.
knowing you need to call, okay. Where it's like, what was he up to? What was your husband doing? I don't know. Here's the key to his room. Why? Oh, it's a room I never go in. I don't want to know what he's up to. I know he's banging half the fucking population right now, so,
the door
you know.
was locked.
Oh shit, she just gave you the key, dumbass.
Now we were getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere. I have no idea who he is really, but he's all I have. Sounds like a mob boss. Yeah, it does have that vibe, right?
I didn't need the lights on.
Let's have a look at the painting.
The painting showed the Cachons together, in love. As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I
Mhm.
read that in a fortune cookie? There was the very faintest of clicks. Behind the picture was a safe. The safe was locked. I needed the key.
If only you had this. Huh?
In the safe was some kind of artifact.
Oh, got it.
There were strange symbols on its surface. It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always important. But
These
these
are
symbols
motherfuckers.
scratched into stone were impossible to read.
I mean,
I
these
needed to
ones are
find a way
obvious,
of
HK.
printing them. At least the stone was
Hey,
round.
Boom. How you doing, man?
But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about the artifact, and Carchon was past carrying.
What could I use? It's a good thing I didn't pick up a handkerchief and some paint already, isn't it? Oh, look. A desk.
As expected, the blotter and in tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision.
Looks like an older PC game. It is. So this is the director's cut of Broken Sword, which is, I think the original was 96. This is 2009. It's basically a point-and-click adventure game. But as part of the Shooting the Shit Game Club, which is a game club Geordie has set up. This is the second month of it. We are playing basically think book club but with games. So it's everybody votes on different games. This month this wasn't voted for because they at Gamescom they announced that they're bringing out a new Broken Sword game. So Geordie and the others thought, how apt, let's play Broken Sword. Yeah, it's a great idea. Let me give Geordie a shout out for anybody who doesn't know who he is, and if you don't know who he is, what the fuck is wrong with you? Here
I'll
he
get
is
through
up
the
here.
workday, one way or another.
Love egg.
Oh my god, it's still there as well.
It's the white
Sorry,
guy.
did somebody say throat goat?
Nice. Yeah, there's already 5 of them, Faye. So this is, I think this will be Broken Sword 6 coming out. Horror month should definitely be Little Nightmares since the third. That's not a bad shout, but I think the vibe, actually, no, you know what, the vibe of Little Nightmares, it does have that dark, surreal, odd vibe to it for sure. I fucking love those games. I really enjoyed them. I've played 1 and 2 on stream, and I'm excited for 3. And from what I read, 3 is a multiplayer game as well, so that'll be more interesting to see what way it goes. But yeah, there's a Discord, a link in his Discord, an area in his Discord, should I say, for the Shooting the Shit Game Club, where suggestions are made. So there's a list of games suggested already for horror games for October. If it sounds like something you'd want to do, boom, pop over to his channel, throw a Discord command in there, and you'd be able to join. But the game club's open to everybody, and it is fun. Like the last game, most of us didn't enjoy, but everybody left a review, and then there's a discussion on Geordie's stream on a Wednesday about it. Because his Wednesday streams are Shooting the Shit streams. You suggested Demonologist Fat. Yeah, the thing is, Faye, that for the game, the whole format, I should
My
probably...
heart skipped a beat. It was a carved
I didn't
elephant.
mean to click that.
But not just
Gonna hear a
any
story
carved
here and then I'll
elephant.
continue that.
It had been made by my father. I
Oh.
knew for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Carchon had known my father. They really
There you
must
go,
have
they
been
were
friends.
friends.
I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda.
Even bitch, she's stealing everything. What I wanted to do was that, but you know, I didn't do that. Yeah, sorry, go back to, I'm gonna give it a little more talk in this game club, and then I'm gonna go back to playing the game. The whole idea behind it is, it's kind of a way to get through your, either games you really like this game I played before, but I played it in my teenage years, or like with my brothers back in the day. Was it even teen? Yeah, it would have been. I remember playing, and maybe I played the original as a kid with my brothers, or watching my brothers or something like that. I think that's more so what it was. But so I suggested this as one of the games because I remember loving it.
What's up, homies? How is everyone?
Hey Magoo, how you getting on? But yeah, so there's loads of different games that you suggest. The whole idea is it'll be games that are accessible, either they're free or they're cheap, and you have to be able to complete the game though. So that's why I don't think Demonologist or Phas would work, because you can't really complete the game. It doesn't have an end. Excellent, glad to hear you're doing well, Magoo. Yeah, not too bad. I'm quite, oddly enough, quite enjoying my earlier shifts this week so far. Because I get off and I have time to do stuff, which is pretty cool. Got the cap on today. Yeah, it's too fucking bright. I need a bit of extra blockage from the lights and sunlight and stuff, so. Which is funny because I'm still going to bed at the same time. I'm just sleeping less. And I did get to have dinner before stream as well, which was nice to actually be able to do that. Which was a first in a while. So yeah, little things like that were quite cool. Yeah, exactly, Boom. It's mostly single. It doesn't have to be single player games, but more single player games will fit that vibe, I think, which is kind of part of the way it's done. And there's definitely can be multiplayer, and there are multiplayer games suggested, but it's like some kind of story game or some game you can complete. That way you can all play the game, experience it separately, and come together. That's kind of the vibe of it, yeah. So everybody plays it, gives their feel for what they think it is, or gives their opinion on the game and how they found it, and we go through it then. The Saw series you would definitely recommend. Series 4. Are you just talking about horror in general for movies, Faye? I'm lost there. Maybe I missed something. Seemed everyone was about World True Learn. Everyone's already invested in this. Yeah. World True Learn was meh, absolutely. Yeah, McGill, I'm starting to understand why you tack on that extra half hour so you can, or a little later, so you can stream, or finish work and then have food and chill for a little bit and then start your stream. It is quite nice, but I also like just getting straight into it too. It is good. It gives you some kind of in-between time, but I take that time in the evening. So I take that as my end of my stream. And usually what I'll do is, like, I'll basically just make my dinner for lunch on stream days and then have my lunch for dinner. So if I'm hungry, when I finish work, it's just make a quick sandwich or a wrap or something. Or if I'm not hungry, I just won't have anything. So it varies. But yeah, it is quite nice. I get it. There were Saw games at one point, forgot the year. Oh, was there? I don't think I've ever seen a Saw game, Faye. And then stream with the evening chill. Yeah, exactly. Right, so we already know what we're going to do. We're going to use this tray.
I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it. I didn't want to...
Didn't want to take it, but I knew I could use it. Okay, so we're going to use all of that. Lovely blue paint.
I'd spread blue paint over the bottom of the tray. It was ruined. I was a very bad girl.
She's a
but
very
also
bad,
quite
bad
a clever
girl.
one.
Jesus.
No.
Don't you fucking know me, cheeky bitch. I guess I have to do this part first. Rolling the cylinder in paint.
I rolled the artifact in the paint until it was completely coated.
Your Honor. The fuck is this game? She's so fucking sassy. She was a very bad girl, Your Honor. That's... no.
An antique tray with paint spread all over it. Not a lot I could...
Not a lot you could do with it. You could use the fucking handkerchief. I guess we're gonna have to find blotter paper or something here. Is there...
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank.
Oh, I guess I'm going to roll that all over this. What am I thinking?
Genius!
Not you fucking
The
know
roller
me, yeah?
and the paint worked just as I planned. But what did it say?
Get fucked. No, I didn't say get
It was
fucked.
some kind of coded message. It read, subjudice. I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense. I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message.
Suddenly.
The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The Conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts. So, subjudice could in this case mean literally under the law courts, below the Conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could
There we
here.
go.
And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing.
Lots of missing
But
pieces.
I was going to crack it. And if I could
You'd be
just
lucky
remember the
looking
name
playing
of
games.
that
No worries,
fancy
Miguel.
prize you get for being an
Enjoy
ace
games.
journalist,
What you
I
playing
was
today?
definitely going to win it this time.
Not sure if those are on PC though. So, oh, maybe the Saw games were a console, and that's why I don't know. Sassy has this sass. Maybe this is why I always like Nico. She's got a bit of a mouth on her. I mean, I should probably take that tray, no?
An antique tray. Not a lot. There were still some traces of paint in the tray. It would never...
Oh well, fuck it. Let's see if we can go in here.
Locked. Not surprising.
Yeah, I mean, we've got everything we need to get. Let's just get the fuck out of here. You said it yourself. The gendarme will be here now. Alright, love. I'm gonna just peace out, alright? You enjoy your time with the cops.
I couldn't leave without saying...
Guess I have to say goodbye. See you later, love. I wasn't here. Cops ask anything.
Did you find anything useful?
This carving. Do you know
Hold on
anything
when I
about
ask
it?
if you're
It was
okay,
Pierre's.
you have to get lumped.
What does the
No.
statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He never explained any more.
No. But I think it was important to him. Always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda,
Hmm.
I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
Seb
she's
Giudice
got it.
was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head
give an
straight
Irish
to the
good boy here.
quayside on the Ile de
HK,
la
go
Cité.
fuck yourself.
If
That's not
there
a
was
thing.
a way of
We
getting
say
under
boy
the conciergerie,
50
it
million
would
times
have to
before we
be
leave
from there.
places. That's an American term. Just so you know, that's not a thing.
Canchon wasn't the type for messing about on
Actually, I
the river.
don't care either
He
way,
was
but,
up to
yeah.
something down here. Something that got him killed.
Oh, look. The gates have a very clear cog signal on them. Well, you can't
The
fucking
fence
She-Hulk on
wouldn't
them.
move. This fence was a...
What have you got? Can you lockpick the fence? I forgot how much I enjoyed that. The little... What the fuck do you want me to do with with a hair clip on a lock, you prick? However,
This
there's the
fence
symbol.
would...
Yeah, that won't move either. There's the fence we got before. There's the symbol
The
we
cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before.
This
It was
information,
embroidered
yeah,
on the lace
absolutely.
cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
The first time I ever heard the term Irish good boy was from an American. And I had to ask them what the fuck were they talking about. What is an Irish good boy? Like, oh, you know, it's when you leave and don't say, like, no.
I
'cause
tried pushing
we
the
don't
fence,
do that.
but it wouldn't move. A strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Well, it's been remastered as well, you gotta remember. What doesn't move? Oh, hello? Oh no, we have to get you down, you out, you up, move you over, and you down. Can't really do anything with you as yet. Pretty much there. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was her book I clicked. Oh. Petrus Lux, hey Snowy, welcome back. Yeah, the animation for it, I really like these games. They look really nice. I can't pull them over, okay. Oh, we can pull this down though. Pull that over more. Does that allow me to do anything other than... Need to get this block out of there, which means I need to be able to get... Ah, oh well. No. That won't let me get that out. Let's reset this shit. I'm being an idiot here. So we can get to there. We can get to there. These don't really matter. Dude. Get that over there. get that down, it doesn't go up anymore. Need to moments. What can I move here? I need to get these up. This over. Yep, so we can that down. That over. I can't get that over. Oh no, yeah. Here we go.
Yes.
Being
One
an
down.
idiot.
One to go.
Hey, Chris. How you doing, man? Doing good, doing good. How you keeping? What's your struggle with puzzles been your favourite thing? I wouldn't call it a struggle. I just done stupid moves. Let's not be hasty here, you know? Here. Still doesn't allow me to move any of that, so it doesn't really matter. So they need to go back up. Need to find a way of moving this one. I can't move this one in any direction right now, so I think I'm... Will you bring a hammer if you're not struggling, sure. Come on, if I was on this for like 20 minutes, I'd say, yeah, I'm struggling. But what, I haven't completed it in 20 seconds. Sorry, lads, we can't all be fucking amazing like you lot. Get what am I doing? Wait, that doesn't need to be over there, that's fine. They can pass. This needs to get down before I can go anywhere, so this needs to be over. But that can't go over with these up. But even with that up and that over, it still can only go down to here, which makes no odds. That won't make a difference there either. And makes no difference to that. So we go back to square one. Indiana Jones, the last one you played. Oh, Chris, yeah, it's fucking great. Only teasing. Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. I can take a joke, it's okay. You know this, my man, you know this. I'm just trying to figure out why I miss it. For fuck's sake. That's that part, but where do I get the... No, that's just to get it over. That's the final part done. I need to get the initial part as well. Which means I need to get this block out of here, which means I need to get those blocks out of there, but I can only get these here, get that there. There's nothing to come down here. Fuck me, get rid of this block. That was it. That won't let me get past this block, so it can't be that way. And I can't move any of these in other directions, so it doesn't really work. Like that. That won't let me move. Sorry, if we get... No, I can't get that down far enough to let this block move freely. So it's not that, because the only way to get that freely is to have this, this, and this, and then these can go down and this block will come across. However, that stops this block, still won't go down enough. Hey, Tanagarian. That'll stop that going through, so just... Oh, hold on though. No. That back, that back. This is the rest of the stream now. Why can I not? Can I pull this back anywhere? It's this block here. I don't know how to get rid of this block is the problem. Back in the good old ROM days. Jesus, that's crazy. What am I missing? I'm obviously missing something here. This can only go up a little bit. And that'll make no odds for this block. And besides, this isn't the block I need to get rid of. This is, which I can see no feasible way I can get rid of that block. So I'm missing something obvious. You remember installing WoW from disks? Damn. Like, every expansion, yeah, more discs. Don't see how I can get rid of this block. This is the problem. I can't get that out. Anybody spotting something I'm missing here? Alright, I just have to make sure there's like, don't tell me I'm going left and right and up and down only. I could have pulled it the other way. It's literally just getting that out. I can't get this up. No, now that I do that. Still can't get this out. And you? Yes, go for it if you want. If I'm missing something obvious, feel free to say something. It's this block here I can't see how, because I need to rid this, but I can't get this out at the same time. Middle piece down. What? Wait, hold on, let me go back to how it should be. This is, oh, this is the wedge. Yeah, so we're back to here. This is the middle piece. And then he moves it all, yeah. Oh, like, as I say, I need to get this piece down, right? But this piece will not go down any further. I can pull these pieces up, and I can pull this across, but that I still can't move this piece. I can pull this piece down, but I still can't move this piece. Do you know what I'm saying? It's fairly distorted. I can move that up, but I still can't move that piece. Wait, okay. I can also just ask for a hint. Why haven't you tried Clip Studio Paint before? So many handy functions. At least you have it now, perfect. Think of how much longer you could have been without it. The ones on the top left need to be top right. That can happen with that, but not this. So that can be top right. Hello, George. Fancy meeting you here. We haven't met you yet, so shh, don't tell anybody. Fucking love that somebody else, George Stolbert again. Wish you had a timer. You be quiet. The other one you can as well. How can I move this one over? Welcome in, George. How are you doing? Let's see what this says. How do I open the locks? Puzzle hints. Hint 1. That's dumb as fuck. That's a stupid hint. You're waiting for your entrance. It'll be coming soon enough. Can you move that short piece up? This one? Reset it? I don't think you can reset it. Let's see if I go... No, you can't reset it. This is why I'm fucking around with it, because the whole thing is, right, I need these to be all moved around. This is a blocker, because I can't get this up in order to get this over so I can get this down. And I can't get that down enough. You see what I mean? So this is the issue. I can move these, I can move this up a little, I can move that over a little. Grand. I can move these freely. Bastard, no one called the locksmith. I mean, if it takes too much longer, you just want to grab the mouse, go for it. Kind of hard to see what are blockers and not. I mean, it's everything. I need to get this block out of the way, right? But to get this block out of the way, I need to be able to go down. So I need this block out, which is fine. And I need this block out, which I can't do. So if I then say, pull this up, pull these out, and pull that out, right? Pull that over here. Try and move that block, but now this can't go further. Yeah, okay, so the horizontal one you asked about is none of it. Yeah, exactly. Back. I mean, I could just look it up, but I don't quite want to go there yet. I'm not there just yet. Top to the left, right. Top to the left. Toward vert up. Right. And this across. Yeah. Second and third vert down. How? Alright, so there. It's gone, but now, so like, this is the point. I can't move anything here. I can move that, but this is blocking still. Can't move anything there. The top right then needs to be on top left, which is weird. Like, it's still, this is still in the way. But we're getting closer, yeah. Oh, we go. No, I can't move, still can't move that one. There we go.
Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills.
Silly. Fuck it, I got there in the end, I didn't cheat. That
For a
was,
room full of
struggle
junk,
buster.
that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy, in more ways than one.
Knew the top right was right. Wait, what's around here? Just giving it a nudge.
Oops,
Oh no.
an old shell case. I wondered what that was doing there.
There's always a way, that's how a game works. Absolutely, George. Absolutely. Let's pick it up with this. Oh no, we picked up the old shell case.
The brass case was smooth and perfectly round.
What the
It
fuck
was
is
the
this?
beautiful elephant my
Oh,
father
the
had carved.
father's elephant, right. Let's have a look
The
over here.
words Sinister and Dexter were carved on either side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left,
Left and right,
left,
yeah.
right. But what did it mean here?
Ah, there we go. It's so left, right, left, left, right, left, left. Okay, let's get this thing in. Hey,
Nothing happened.
right.
Nothing happened.
Because you need to put a fucking cylinder in.
The artifact?
Oh, right. Oh, because I need to get exactly on there. That's all.
Mystery solved. Carchon's stone cylinder
I appreciate
slotted
the-
into the hole with
the
a
help when I go
satisfying
in.
click.
Why did you pick this game? Well, for me, it was, I have fond memories of the game from when I was a kid. I played this with my brothers, and I really loved this series. It's a good story as well as some interesting puzzles, and that's what I remember of it. But Geordie, so I suggested this, and then the fact that at Gamescom they announced, I think, Broken Sword 6, so Geordie and Chelsea were saying, right, well, there's no point in voting on that. It's serendipitous, we have to do this month, do Broken Sword. So we did. Right, so now we go left.
A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position.
Yes.
It felt like tumblers in a safe.
Right.
Another click. Another
Step closer.
step closer.
What was it? SD, SS, so left, left, right, left, left. Right. Left. And left.
I
And
love the
done.
sound of locks clicking open.
Sinister Dexter. I knew it. It's the SD code, isn't it? Here we go. Ooh, let's have a look at that.
Oh my god! The slab came down with a
my
hell of a
God.
force. The cross looked familiar. With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again.
Right. You'll just have to find
Lifting
something
the
to
cross
hold it
closed
up.
the entrance door, and also opened some kind of stone
It
panel.
is ingenious.
Ingenious.
If only we had a piece of metal we could lodge in, you know?
The
Oh, look
stone
at that!
cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
Have a look at this.
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for
Nothing bad
something
happened.
specific.
After
what?
touching the slot.
I touched, which was good. I
Oh
touched
shit,
this
sorry.
slot.
No. I mean, it's like a... Fuck it. Is it me dad's carving? No. That key, it's not something specific. Oh, right, so then there's something around here.
I removed the shell case.
That's just going to make this fall. So let's have a look at this before we lift it.
The panel wouldn't move.
Yeah, that's fine. What's on there?
Ut lex vel ut next sumito.
Stop touching
To the
holds.
law or unto death, submit.
But
I guess
like
these
touching
people didn't
holds.
believe in liberté, égalité, or fraternity. Yes, I'll admit it. I was a swot at school. I also wore lipstick and the nuns never knew.
Right. We need to have a look around the room. Is there anything else? Is the cross? Let's go out for a second. Can I take... Oh, I can't take it back. Alright, I should have done that before doing that then. Go do that. Get the cylinder back. Keep touching until you find one that loves you back. That doesn't happen before, so I hate you. There's no touching or loving. Shit. Right, now let's go get the stone cylinder in the hole. Click.
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Let's go unjam it.
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
What do we have? There you go, use that.
I was going to need something a lot stronger than a hair clip to free the door.
Shit. Where's the thing? Yeah, sorry. Doesn't have the first thought the artifact was a dick. Slotted in perfectly. So you already mentioned it, but you're planning on playing the sequels. I did not mention it. Use the door to crush the shell. I don't think it's that. I'm curious to see if I can lodge that. I think I'm missing an item. Is more so the case. So what we'll do is we'll remove that.
I removed the shell case. The crust didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
So we're good for that. Let's see what's on the door. I don't know, Tanagarian. I have the rest of them.
Be able to force the door
Which
open.
ones do I have, actually? I have broken... Because I bought them in a sale a long time ago. So I have the first 4. I don't have Broken Sword 5. So if I enjoy doing these on stream, yeah, I might make it a series and do them all. I do enjoy these games, and it'll be a nice little kind of break away from the usual stuff, you know. I think I need to take you out. I need to go out and find a bar of some kind. Oh look, something on that. A wooden plank, a piece of something.
Moving a skiff would only
Yeah, so damage them more. Alright, then a bar. Can we pull something off this?
I really didn't want to pull the fence back up and risk trapping myself in the...
Nothing else here. Let's go out and see. There must be something I missed. Around here, maybe?
I wasn't leaving yet.
Okay, you weren't leaving yet. Great. Take the whole thing, pop the shell under the door. If the sun... Oh, that's a very good point, Faye, yeah. I wasn't thinking. I should have just let the door drop on the shell. What was that? So, lift that up, jam that, and then we can use it as a prying tool. Good. Good.
The stone slab had flattened one end of the shell case.
See if we can...
The slab was too...
Yeah. The flattened shell case, maybe.
I needed a gap for leverage.
Okay, lift that again, use this again. Boom, more. Probably drop out, boy, can't say. So you don't see any spoilers. No worries, Jordy. It is all good. Am I not spent my tits off in this hat? No, Tuck, I am not. I have a fan right beside me blowing nice cool air onto me, I'm good. And thank you. Thank you, Jordy. I was already
I removed the shell.
shouting out the game club earlier to people, so that's kind of one of the things of these streams is also a nice little way of telling people about, hey, this is part of a game club, you should really join because it's awesome. I wasn't gonna stream this game, but I just fucking really enjoy it, so I thought, fuck it,
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed some...
Yeah, I know. I told you to use it, didn't I? I'm not gonna do anything with the bag. Get more people into the club. It's such a great game. Oh yeah, I noticed you were playing it a bit. I'm happy to see. I'm glad people of anybody who started playing it. Just it's all been positive so far, and it is what I remember. Just like good story, interesting way of being written. Some nice puzzles that aren't too overly hard, except that gate that I struggled with, but that was me being an idiot. But yeah, I like it. Played it before, but you've forgotten everything. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I've forgotten most shit, and it's only as I'm going, I'm like, oh yeah.
Another
Kind of
good
remember
use
bits.
for a shell case.
Slancher Flame.
Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
He didn't pay me at all. He doesn't have to pay me. He has a great idea about this game club. I'm happy to tell people, hey, if you want a fun thing to do, game club.
Wow.
What points will get you
Through
to
the darkness, I could see
back
that
to you when you
this
see
was
them?
a
Yeah, yeah.
stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
That's, I don't remember every detail of the story, but the general gist, I have some points. And as you get to certain points, it'd be like, oh yeah, like that fucking nasal wife, like, oh, I remember that cunt. You know, little bits like that, but intricate details of the puzzles, no, I don't remember that shit at all. There has to be a light in here, Jesus. Sort your shit out, love. Where did you fucking even come from here? Oh, here we go. Some light in the situation.
Amazing.
There we go. Oh, you fuck. I don't know if how I feel like. I don't think it's overly stretched on the screen. It's obviously more compact here, but I think it comes across alright. 20 books, 20 Geordie books have been mailed to you. That's the face in the bill. Excellent. That would be money I would be
I
happy to
wasn't
have.
going to find anything in this old desk.
Let's have a look at the flag now.
The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear.
Me running off, so I guess, well, catch you later, guys. Yeah, cheers,
Fascist
Geordie.
regalia.
Thank
A
you very
message
much.
of hate.
And I get it. Anybody else who's joining in on this, I fully understand. If you need to lurk and fuck off because you don't want to see spoilers, I get it. That was another thing I knew would be a case of like, well, I'm playing this game, so
The flags had faded.
I clicked here, you mad cunt. What are you doing? Jesus. Just see the face on the $1 bill. I can only imagine, Flynn. Speaking of puzzle games, just saw that Figment 2 was on sale, as you just refunded the game for pretty much the exact same price. You took it as a sign. That is a sign, perfect. What game did you
Inside the
refund?
drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code.
I have, I'm going to see how it goes. I might try and play some
It
tonight.
was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk.
Playing the flute. Yeah. That's the $100 bill. Come on, you can't get down that $1. Yeah, I noticed TCM has patch notes for a bug fix, and one of them is that they've disabled crossplay for PlayStation. Sorry, crossplay for PC, which I suspect will mean games will take a lot longer to get into. So I'm down as playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre tomorrow. I'll probably log on tonight, try and get into a game or two and see what it's like. And if queues are bad because of that, I'll probably just continue on playing this tomorrow.
Oh my god. The
Oh my
sheet
God.
was a printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist size. They were right about chocolate. But come on, guys, I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me, taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big and organized. I was part of it, and people were getting murdered.
It's not that there's crossplay issues, HK. There's the anti-cheat isn't working properly. There's ways around it, so people have managed to come out with cheats for TCM that don't trigger anti-cheat. So there's like infinite stamina. They see your auras everywhere. They can teleport around a bit. Stuff like that, and it's fucking annoying. It's pointless, but yeah, people are doing it. Waist size, me, you felt that in your buttons. Yeah, I knew that was going to be. It's fucking funny. I like it. Typical cheaters, absolutely. Game called Ever Forward was released by the same people that released My Tongue of Porsche. Total different thing. Didn't vibe with it at all. Right. Well, there you go. At least
The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone mouldy. It wasn't more than a day old.
You're still
This
here.
was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case, the killer had worn a costume, a penguin, and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only
And a
link between the
mime.
two murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders, and I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Carchon?
Carchon is
My
a piece of
articles
shit.
about the...
Well, clearly.
My art...
Okay, so
One thing was clear.
we don't need to hear her say the same shit. There's nothing else there. Don't look at the flags and tell me fascist regime shit again. Yeah, you're gonna tell me the same shit. I clicked up here.
Fascist reg-
Here is not here, fuckhead. It's nothing. Hey, what the fuck is that? Oh. That's the note. Using the substitution cipher, this means each letter of different phrase used to represent letters of the alphabet. Can I actually start this cipher and correct this code? Just correctly match all the symbols to their corresponding letters. Highlight a symbol, then highlight the corresponding letter. If you make a mistake, click the go back button to step back, or you can reset the whole puzzle by clicking the reset button. Oh, so this is reset and this is go back. So we can take that as, assuming this is going to be English potentially. Ich meine Deutschland, yeah. Sandrock's been out for a while. We need to catch up with the story. Haven't played in a while. What's Sandrock? Don't let access to the story complete when it's fully released now. Codes none of us could crack. Oh, it's a Porsche sequel. Ah, right. Officially releases out of EA this month. Oh, nice. Right, so we look at the first thing being two-letter words. So it's going to be what? Is or as or something like this. We for three-letter words to be and. There's only this one. Checking out sequel set parallel to Porsche later releasing. Ah, right. I get you. So we're gonna say, I believe that's I, and I believe this is S, just for the moment. See if we get any sense.
Change voices.
Like HK, okay. You are aware your timer is vastly reduced though, so you get 2 minutes with a voice change now, not. That is definitely not an I. I'm guessing that's going to be an A. No. So... Why are you advertising back to school bundle shit to me? Okay, let's get this done. Give me a second. Voice modes. Switch over to this one, and you get a random roll, HK.
Which is this. Stick or go. Low RCL. It might not be. I'm just trying variations at the moment. We'll see. What the fuck is this? Is that a reroll? Right, a reroll.
You get this, which sounds about terrible, I'm imagining. Yay, nay, or reroll. What do you want? Better than the other one. Oh yeah, there's a word asked in the solution. Yeah, I know. I got that's what you meant. Reroll one more.
Okay, this one. Which is one of the AI voices. Blake, it's called, apparently. I guess you're enjoying that, so that's what we get. So you're Blake for the next 2 minutes. There we go. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Well, right, let's continue on this. Also, I don't think ass is gonna be a boss. We're gonna stick with it for a moment. The voice is Blake. When A lot of these voices are Kareem. I see there actually is down there.
More dogs, more dogs.
Oh, sorry to get a new photo. Shit. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. How you getting on? Don't worry, I'm sure it gives you that, yo. Walking glass bottle. Could also be voice practice. I mean, they could be adding. Right, anyway. Ending in a potentially. It could also take. You can just took the naughty. Yeah, there you go. Are you recording 3-letter words? You don't really see many. I don't see this. Probably something like ours. Right. Or the weird end and kick was boy. The weird end. Or this. As B-boy was. Or what? Found. That was Ross. Or from the right. Or from the right. This one. And try that as. You're saying, is that what it is? I don't know. That's B, yeah, so that's done with B. And I will. I mean, like, that's just probably, like, that's probably wrong. It gets forced from the left lateral. Yeah, that's boy. Boy works on it. Boy could also be based to UI without being P. Boy, which wouldn't work. Right, can't be it. I think this is wrong. But I don't know. Well, yes, like, well, what's the chances? What are the chances? Well, keep on. Normal.
There we go. You're back to normal. I didn't even realize the timer's up. That's how quick that thing goes. Right, let me look at this to properly analyze it. HK saying nothing. I like it. It's like, why would I say anything? You don't get to find out. Thank the heavens. Yeah, I intentionally have it set differently so that it doesn't work that way. That's well, so it's get to click the way it came out. That's okay. Don't you worry about it. You clip it whatever way you want. I don't think that's right. I don't think they have the word ass in there. I do want to find 3-letter word. So this one, this one, this one. That's a single letter on its own. It's going to be an I or an A. So let's say this is A. Right, and see if this works as an A. Why did that pick S? I did not. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that was silly. This one, the same. We don't know whether boy will work, but if that's A, and then we have a 3-letter word here, could be D. Or something else. This could be we have a couple of 3 letters. Let's say this is the word and. That wouldn't make sense though. You think it's probably an initial. L can be the one that you're using for S. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 for a minute just to see how this looks. If I had nothing else in there. So DE, so that like that's dead then. And we have and. So if I substitute, if I say that's E, indeed, that's an I.
Hey, dickhead, pay attention.
What am I paying attention? Dan XXX equals danger. Yeah, DAN, so G would be that. That's a good shout. And that one is an R. That's T then. It's going to be great. Maybe. That's going to be a P because I'm guessing it's Pierre. That's an O for report. Which is that. Urgent is going to be that, so that's a U. Wait. Here, report to blank. I'm going to say that's a B. That's going to be a H. That's going to be a K. Here. Together. Blank, you're in danger, take great care. So that's going to be a C, I'd say. Yep. Next to it, indeed. It seems. So that'll be S. This will be M. This will be a W. I did not mean to hit the J. Damn it. This is the new origin to wait. I know as dead. Seems together. Seems that blank. That's going to be an N then. Needs. Racing needs. Backward E is L. Dull, so that's a follow, that's F. Full, yeah, so that's F. All of us. All of us who came together in blank or danger, take great care. Yep, it's getting July next to her. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Be the boy. Yes. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coincidence indeed. It seems all of us who came together in July are in great danger. So this is...
I had decrypted the note. It read, Pierre,
There we go.
full report to follow. But this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a
4 letter months.
coincidence.
Yeah, you see, I didn't know
Indeed,
whether it was going to be a
seems that
month.
all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X. I wasn't the only one to make the connection between the costume killer murders.
No,
I'd
you
been
weren't.
right all along. That was why he had asked to meet me. But what did I know that he didn't?
Oh my god, Snowy cap. Oh, are you? Your freaking caps lock needs a break. Oops. What's the caps lock? I'm guessing this is Starfield. I am hearing all kinds of initial or kiss. It could be both. I'm guessing this is Starfield. It has to be. I'm hearing so many fucked up reviews of Starfield. People seem to be very unhappy with it right now. Is this going to let me at the desk now to look at
I
something?
wasn't going to...
There we go.
A door like that always has something...
Something behind to unlock. Well, let's get out the trust. Oh, bollocks. Let's go back and get the cylinder. I keep leaving that fucking cylinder behind.
Turning the lights off.
I didn't want the lights off.
That...
I wanted you to go out and grab the cylinder. I hope that this doesn't lock this door. Now watch it do it. You motherfucker. I can't use the cylinder then. That's few streams so far not being inspired. Yeah, I've seen some weird shit where it's just basically it seems like it's the same stuff constantly all the time, like same enemies in the same planets.
Slot, which was good.
Same kind of shit that's happening. Right, so I can't take this out.
I
Take
removed
that
the
out. I guess we need to go in and see what other stuff will fit in this potentially.
That wasn't going to... A door like that... That wasn't good.
Does this go in? No. What do you mean? It's a fucking... I mean, that's not the key, but let's try it anyway. Would you
A
move
door
over that
like-
way? No. Didn't think so. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. Can you pick it? You've no picking skills.
Lady
So there's something else. Oh, we can use something
Lady
there.
Justice stared out from a stone door, which was locked and reinforced with steel bands.
Does seem like I need that cylinder for this. Most good things about Starfield. PC. No, I've been hearing like no matter what planet you want to, there's only like 5 points of interest or stuff like that. Maybe 5 points of interest, and usually they all follow the same kind of system.
Dirty 99, dirty 999.
Thank you, Snowy, for the 39 months. God damn. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Is everyone in the game club paying director's cut? Yes, Nick Fists. I think it's the only version you can get. I don't think you can get the original one anymore. So there's nothing on that I can take. Oh, did I miss something in the drawer? There we go.
Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens?
Not really, because
The
now we
drawer
can look
had-
at... Take whatever's behind the drawer.
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was very old, but there was no mistaking the guy in the
Last 30
foreground.
month. Yeah, exactly.
Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village, and a corpse. The photograph was cropped on the right-hand side, Somebody else in the picture obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was Africa in the 60s. An uprising was being brutally
Is that where you
suppressed.
met your dad?
And here was Mr. Media himself.
Hello.
Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not just powerful evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story. I had enough for a story, an amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Carchon's to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Oh, okay. That's all I need to do, apparently. I wasn't going to get any further. There's a Steam guide, how to play the original Bulbasaur DLC with
Nico,
Director's Cut.
it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong? Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Of course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as
I
far
can't
as I'm
pause it right
concerned.
now.
It's
You can
important.
play
It's
the OG
suicidal. You
with
can't
it.
destroy a national
Like
hero.
this.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I
So
found.
when you launch the game
loved
for the
it.
first time and
You
ask
begged
if
me
you want to
write
play
it
the
up
Director's Cut
immediately.
or the original
2 hours
version.
is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's got to you, haven't they?
Yes,
Listen
they
up,
have.
Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends.
There we
Powerful
go.
friends. For your own sake.
Forget what happened.
You got it. End of conversation. Good night.
What a prick.
This should have been my big break, but I knew there was nowhere else
Hey,
to tell
Techno.
the story. If Ronnie
How you
wouldn't
doing?
print it, nobody would.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. It does give you the ability to play the original one when you launch it initially. But this has better screen options and stuff. The other one doesn't have any.
Collard.
Basically, it's next to no
Mr.
options.
Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh,
Very
really?
upset. Jim
Well,
Gordon
it's their
from
lucky
Batman
day.
was not there, right?
It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
We must?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
There you go. You've been fucking
People
told.
complain about newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard, could I trust him? Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
There's a grey overcoat is so distinct. Well, maybe it is in that exact area. This is Broken
I'd only been
Sword.
in Paris for a week.
George,
but already I'd fallen
you're
in
here
love with the
finally.
city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte. I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted.
Damn clown. One. Oh shit. This is the way the original begins, yes. So the original, you don't ever control Nico. You can find out her parts of it, but you don't control her. It's always
As I picked
George.
myself up, I was really angry. One minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some
Answer you
clown's
confirmed,
blown me
yes.
up. I knew right away what I was going to do. I was going to find that clown and bring him to justice. Because justice matters. Justice is up there with liberty. And equality. And, fraternity. After all, that's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, that and the money, of course.
Good old George. So we go look at the newspaper.
The big story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate, shot down in cold blood. The guy oozed confidence, like a regular French statesman.
This is like they added or had somebody else add these lines after.
I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read, Salah Eddin, 1345.
It's very odd.
The column was devoted exclusively to rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
It's not unpronounceable.
The leading article referred... The big story was about the guy oozed.
Yeah, we already heard that one. At least he took the paper and threw it on the ground.
I considered straightening the table,
That's
but I
racist.
figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
It's racist. Let's go have a look. Hello? I ordered like 20 minutes ago. Where the fuck's my coffee?
The sight of the dead guy's staring eyes turned my knees to jelly.
Needed another
I tried
coffee.
not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's
I do believe I ordered
no
a sandwich.
wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page. It was the body of the old... It was hard to...
Move, dude. This way. Don't complain.
I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy.
They re-voice. I honestly remember George's voice being a bit different. Now, it could be my memory's just off. But I remember his voice being a bit deeper. It just sounds a little more nasal. I don't know. I'm curious now. I'll look it up later.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Sherry?
George Stobart, ma'am. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy.
No.
You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
Need to rebind that key. Are we going for good or evil? I'll let you decide on the first decision, and we go down that path then after that. Evil or good response. You decide. Yeah, that's such a dumb key to have bound like that. Oh, that's something else actually, TCM. You always go with good, but it's not up to you. I mean, in this situation, I would as well, to be honest. Doing a vote? No, I'm just gonna let people say, and I won't bother doing a vote, Flynn, because I think most people who are here are lurking. So I'll leave it to the people who aren't and give it a Turner Classic Movies. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Instinct is you. Well, previous have said good. That's good enough for me. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, sorry to be clear, Nicholas. They're releasing a new patch, one of which is they're allowing you to change your keybinds on PC, which was just bizarre to me that the game shipped with not allowing you to do that. To choose good, you don't mean you make good choices.
No, but I used to
most
play
of us don't,
hospitals
Flynn.
when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all?
No.
But see,
I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
I'm not going mental here, right? That was two different voices. It's like one had a fuckload of reverb on it. His quip was one voice. His second wasn't. Maybe I am going mental. Honestly, it sounds different
Is
to me.
that straight or with ice?
Just give me the bottle with a teat on it.
I guess a little drop won't hurt.
Right. Thank you, perfect. You're just kidding. It's okay, Nick.
That's better.
She knocked back the brandy as if it was water.
It does sound
I
like that,
wasn't
right?
Picking up the check.
Because this sounds normal. And then it was like you said, it's like a bonus add-on line that's sounded like it's recorded in the wrong fucking place.
I'd hoped the fact that the mirror was already broken meant I'd escaped the bad luck. The mirror had smashed into 1,000 pieces. Bad luck for someone. Poor guy. He was pretty mashed up. He was pretty mashed.
He was pretty mashed up. Can we take some glass?
He was pretty mashed. He was. He was.
What is the point of this if I can't take a shard of glass? He was pretty mashed up.
pretty
Yeah,
mashed
I get it. He's pretty mashed up, George. Can I actually...
I checked his pocket.
Nothing. Okay. Pick him here. Nothing to do there. I mean, honestly, I should probably just get the fuck out of here, right? She's passed out.
Wake up! She didn't respond. If I wanted another cappuccino, I'd have to serve myself.
Yeah, that is two different voices. And the home studio was the hey, wake up, and then the regular one was the rest of it. That's really gonna take me out of this game now, I'd say.
Hey! Wake up!
Fuck! I don't like they've done that. Right, let's leave. Hello?
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
Okie dokie.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur.
I do like that,
But
Flynn.
I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead.
Examine the girl and take her statement.
Oh, I forgot how dumb this fucking copper is. I love it.
Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
He didn't
And
ask
what
that.
brings you to
That's
Paris,
weird.
Monsieur Stobart?
But yeah, Flynn, I like that
Travel.
as well.
I'm
the,
touring
like,
Europe.
I'm innocent.
You
I'm
chose
American.
well. The
Make up
city
your
is
mind.
most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
And did he say anything to you?
No, he was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown.
Clown guy.
He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon. The picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live if she survives the hangover. She doesn't remember seeing a clown, monsieur.
That's odd, don't you think, monsieur? Who am I to believe, I wonder? Eh bien, I have heard enough.
Who am I to
What do you
believe?
mean?
I am
The
satisfied
drunk.
that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance,
America Eagles, see
please
you.
contact
Yeah,
me.
go home.
My card.
Thanks for the card.
Thanks.
Seems like
That
they've
is all.
re-recorded a
You
few
may
of
go.
these voice lines.
There's not
'cause
much to go on, monsieur.
On the
Yes.
surface, no.
The
But
audio
what
difference in the
lurks
two of them.
inside the subconscious?
If that
If
cop's
the
got
door
a French
can
accent
only
on
be
Betty Boo.
opened.
Yeah, I know,
Are you
Flynn.
serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
It sounds more like something out of a fucking like Frankenstein movie or some shit.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi. My name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yep, that's right. On vacation
Sounds like the cop
in
from that
Paris.
show.
Some vacation, huh?
Hello, hello.
You were
Yeah,
leaving
yeah,
the
yeah,
bomb
yeah, yeah,
window.
yeah.
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Not a
I'm
single one.
Nicole
Yeah.
Collard from La Liberté.
What is that, some kind of nightclub?
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An eyewitness account, minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
A clown? It's him again.
Him again. Yeah, we're going to wait another 60 seconds because we have an ad right now. So in case anybody wants to be watching these parts, you know, I don't want anyone to know. Yeah, the accents are weird. I think Nico's accent is fine. Your man sounds like... He definitely doesn't sound French. I don't know what he sounds. And the other lad has had his voice lines redone in a fucking bathroom. It's bizarre. What is this game? It is Broken Sword. Techno. Shadows of the Templar. I think it's Broken Sword 1. Yeah, Shadow of the Templar. So it's an old school point and click puzzle adventure kind of game. Honestly, don't remember the voice. I remember Nico's being exactly like this. I remember George's being slightly deeper, but that just might be because I was a lot younger. But they definitely have two separate Georges. There's like one load of lines that have been added in the director's cut that were recorded in somebody's fucking bathroom, where like echo everywhere, and then there's the original lines. It's really weird. It's all on. I heard nothing yet. Is the ad break over for you now, Techno? I should have really noticed that ads were done, because it's telling me the ads are over now. So you shouldn't have one now. But I'm guessing you got them a bit later. Fucking Twitch, man. Twitch and their notifications of ads are a bit all over the shop at the moment. But yeah, we had the whole start of this with Nico is the director's cut part of it. Right. We shall continue. I can tell Techno what he wants to hear in a moment. Oh. Although, if you're in an ad, I should wait. Sorry, Yanni. Really and all that. Director cut widescreen by default, or did you just mod it up? No. The difference, Nick Fist, is it's not widescreen at all. Here, I'll give you an example. Do I have anything here that is... No, I don't. So, what? Oh, this is the wrong one, is it? Oh yeah, it's big. It's this one. So if I hide the game, that's the size of the game on my screen. So this is what I actually see. And then I just have it stretched to fit for OBS. So there's three options in the... I can't even go into the settings. No, I can't go into the settings yet. Wait, what? Why? Because I don't want to have just a big black border around the game. The game is old, and there's the options. I will show you now. I'll get through this conversation. Can I close my mic? No. I have to finish this conversation, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Techno, this game is Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templar, so it's the original Broken Sword. There is a full screen, but I'll show you why I'm doing it this way, Panagari. It's an old point-and-click puzzle game. Originally came out in 96, I think remastered in 2009. And this year they announced that they're releasing the 6th Broken Sword at some stage this year, or maybe early next... No, I think this year. Or early next year. So this is part of the Game Club thing. we're all playing this. So
who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name
I'm
was
just streaming.
Plantar. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation. How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Well, somehow the clown must have known about our appointment.
Somehow.
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah. Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have
He was
plenty
a
of time.
mime and
I
knocked
don't.
me the fuck out.
Why won't you tell me about the clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I
What a
guess
clown,
so.
exactly.
Listen, I'll give you my phone number. You help me with my story and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye. I'll let you in. Right, so screen resolution. Augmented is what I'm using. They have the original and then they have full screen. And they look like shit. So that's why I'm using this one. Which means it's stretched a little on this, but like I don't think it'll make a difference. The original one is even smaller, which is the reason I'm not using that. Which doesn't make a difference to you lot. And then full screen, it doesn't make a difference to you lot right now, but you'll see the base. Oh, no, it made a difference there, and that gave you the black borders as well, which I don't like the black borders, so I just stretched it a little. Anyway.
Sergeant Moo?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yeah, sure. What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say.
Jesus.
Once he
That's
gets
cargo.
his teeth into a case, nothing will shake
That's the
him
French
off.
for suck me up. Escargot.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive,
That is styles
Sergeant.
we know.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
Oh, excuse me. Well, you're excused.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
There's a note written on it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur. It is the name assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Eddin the clown? I don't think so. Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any
like that.
information
Sergeant,
concerning
I got
this
his card.
case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You are confusing the science of parapsychology with witchcraft.
Oh, yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantau.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
Back off.
See you later, Sergeant.
Basically, is what he's telling you. Fuck right off. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics were quite a punch, you know?
He made a
Oh, because
mistake.
USA,
He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess. Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, Silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quel bit. I could have knocked his block off.
Work fascinates me. I could watch it all day. Xenophobic twat.
Did you recognize the old man?
No.
Sounds about.
Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantard.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people. Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown?
Yes, they do.
Like in a circus?
Yeah,
Yes.
with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question.
I love
Have you
how
seen a
off track
clown?
this gets
You
at
think
times.
I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing
Fuck
multicolored
off.
baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Don't ask about the clown again. You're gonna
I
get
gotta
fucking
go.
stabbed.
Don't let me keep you.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller... The door was securely locked. Set into the...
Actually, I better go. Oh, steal his lunch.
Hey, stop that. What do you think?
I was...
Oh, wait. Had a good look, have you? I'm
What's
warning
the
you.
more in your
If you
toolbox?
touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Okay, I get you.
Is that a promise now? It's gonna crack my nut.
Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
What do you want
Steal his
now?
lunch, then steal his lunch money, yeah.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that.
You could read it on your lunch.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Tcha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say.
That's
All
already
that
it.
fuss
Fuck
over
everyone.
a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about
Barely
your
know
toolbox?
you want me to
Stop
watch your
it.
hole.
Help yourself.
You drink first, pal. Now let's get in and steal all his tools and shit.
I found a T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful.
I love that. I found a T-shaped tool. No clue what the fuck it is, but hey, it might work.
The door was securely locked.
Not for long. You found that T-shaped tool, remember? Motherfucker. That's a sewer key. That's what it's gonna be, isn't it? Oh, don't click on my Spotify. We need to click to get you the fuck out of here, bud. No? Guess we're going this way then. Oh, we're going that way. Still as lunch.
clown had
No,
fled
we
into
read
his
that
alley,
already.
but there was
So
no
here I
sign of
am,
him.
grabbing everything
I
that's
was
not
intrigued
bolted
by
down,
Nico
and
and
when
what
there's
she
a
could tell me
40k
about the
monies in the per
explosion.
day. Takes ages to sell your soul. What? Oh man, 3 or 5k per day. That's kind of silly. Can we break the gutter? Come on, break
I
it.
took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
Oh, there
I
we
guess
go.
the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
Nope. See if you can find your lunch in there.
It's...
Oh shit. Did not mean to click that. Check that and then, yeah, sewer key. Ah! I got you. Definitely gonna be sewer key. Text there. It's back out again.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
I do love the fuckiness of pulling this massive rod out of your pocket, opening it, and then just shoving it back in as if it's not. It just tickles me to see that done that way. So does that mean you never played that Nona entrant before? I've remembered seeing it somewhere, but I don't think I played. I can't remember, quite frankly, HK. Yeah, audio without context is great in that one. High technology, just what you need.
Just taking a massive rod out of your pocket.
Yes.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose.
The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words, La Risée du Monde, Paris. It was a bright red plastic nose. Part of a clown's costume.
That's how I remember his voice. Oh, excuse me. Let's go this way. Clown is dropping stuff off bit by bit for us here.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy,
cold or
like breakfast leftovers.
Yeah. What a description.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
We go.
Hi there. Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that.
With help.
Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you
Rudolph
looking
on his
for?
night job, maybe.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu! That is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
Yes.
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu! Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well,
reason.
yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you are doing down
Bitch, please, I just explained
For
this.
all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type. Just like you.
Not a criminal, bitch.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ha! That's what you say.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Bravo! You need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
You tell him.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Bravo.
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Do you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
Bitch.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
Take a look at this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my life.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you, and I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different.
Just lie, tell him I'm a cop instead, you know, as you do.
Posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
I mean, there's like... doesn't say anything about the fact that he's a French inspector speaking English with an American accent.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know.
I think it was had to do with French accents. Book on tape.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Sure.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an arm lock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But
how you say a French drug dealer? Yeah, exactly.
Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
The desert hyenas. Yeah, the voices are great.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
No.
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair.
Found the jacket and sent it for repair.
Otherwise, it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and
changed.
cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
An ordinary person.
What was the name on the label?
It was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned
in the desert.
I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
We've no reason to show him any of the rest of this shit.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help,
The citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
Thanks, bud. Doesn't ask to see
escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard,
badge
and
or
then
anything.
slipped back into the street here. It
Yeah.
wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
That's it. Let's get the funk out. Police or the cafe is where I am. There's no reason to go, so let's go to the police station, maybe? Hello?
It was
I
just
love
some
the
police
graffiti.
paperwork, a search warrant.
Excuse me. Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident. It would help us to know where to send the body.
What the fuck?
Look, is this really necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Why did you not say? He's not here. But do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black pen. I'd recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
I love it.
Is Sergeant Moo available?
What? You want to speak to him?
Yes, please.
I cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever speaks to him. Not even his kids. Eh bien.
Nobody's
He's
wants
not
to
here,
talk to him.
monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso, like Laurel and Keaton. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy.
Oh,
I found this red nose near the Café de la Chandelle Verte.
A clown's nose?
That's right. The guy who wore this is a savage killer.
If you say so, monsieur.
I found this scrap of material in the sewer.
Vraiment?
It was probably torn from the clothes of a psychotic killer.
Even
a lot of this
if you
humor
were
went over your head
Sherlock
first time I
Holmes,
played this.
I would have trouble believing you.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
found
go
this
down.
tissue.
What the hell is that?
It's
Grease
evidence.
paint.
Evidence of what? Mayonnaise smuggling?
The sticky stuff is grease paint.
Ah. And that is supposed to make me happy, is it? I suggest you think long and hard about what you are doing with your life.
Yeah, there's a lot of the humor in this that would have went over my
Thanks
head
for
as
your
well,
help,
I think.
officer.
Well, I'm just loving the fucking snarkiness and snide remarks and shit that... who the fuck is this I'd be calling?
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know
Oh,
me.
it's the
Go ahead,
tailor.
Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you? Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you? No. No, that's not possible. Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name. What are you talking about? Who are you working for? I guess you might say
Lawyer.
I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Doesn't know who you be.
Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was
No,
killed in
doesn't care.
cold blood?
You just
I
told
told
him.
you, I never heard of Plantar.
Oh, shit.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting
Time
for
to
his
head off.
daddy to
No
come
worries,
home
Snowy.
from
Thank
work.
you for hanging
He
out,
can't
dudes.
wait to show
Sleep
him the
well.
merit
Enjoy the
marks
rest of
he
your
earned
evening.
in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantar.
I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
And I don't have...
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
jacket information to say shit to him about that. So we'll call Nico.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
It absolutely
Look,
was.
Why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
I was used to working alone. But I had to admit, it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone. And fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him?
He's gonna complain.
How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there. But who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
No, definitely not gonna get them that way. That's for fucking sure. So, where are we going? Gonna look around your apartments?
You have no messages.
The fuck is that?
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
Aww. Leave music on.
No, I'm not giving up.
I changed my mind. Turn the music off. Hey, what are you doing? Turn that shit off.
No, I'm not giving up.
This is gonna be the lyrics for the whole thing. I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving up. No, 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 no.
God that we are gonna get there.
I didn't want to change stations. I just want you to turn it off. Oh my god. This. Okay. What's in your chest of drawers there, Nico?
Come around, boy, you leave your heart at my door.
Oh, that's the book or da carved.
The box was carved by my father.
Wonder where they found
Never
that song.
had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's. The box was one of the few things my father... The elephant on the lid was... The box was one of the few... The elephant on the...
Maybe try and use the key. That might have been something they added
The box
in
was
this,
one of the
because
few
that does
things my
sound a
father
lot
left.
different
The
to the rest of it. He's not saying
The box
shit.
was one of
Okay,
the few
okay.
things my father left. The elephant on the lid.
He's a perfect match to
The
Carchon's.
box was...
Yeah. Well, what if I want... Here, let's use the shell casing to pick, huh? Nah, she's not saying shit about that, so let's just put it back. There has to be a reason I can open that, but let's just walk away for a moment, close it. Go this way. Hello, madame.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. that was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous. I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine. Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader.
That's just what she said. Yeah. The
Oh,
voices
I
are
bet it
cheesy or
was.
great.
Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Well, now we know. So we shall not. Oh fuck! Back. Yeah, he was staying here. We're going back into the apartment to find this bug.
So, where had my pretty new cousin hidden her little bug, eh? I was going to have to search everywhere. My first teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him. Undisturbed. No bugs there.
Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him. What about bugs in the box? Also, maybe that was bugged. Maybe. Let's see.
The book, the elephant, but that small metal disc underneath it in the chest was a recent addition.
There we go.
The box was one of the few things. The elephant on the lid, but that small metal disc underneath it in the chest was a recent. The box was one of the few things my father left me.
Well, I can pick up the box.
The box was.
I can't use any. Oh, what if I do something stupid like that? You can't use anything on it, which is obviously fine.
The box was one of the few things. The elephant on the lid.
So how do I then, like, put the box in my foot? Just take the box. Some kind of where we're going with not who we're. Yeah. So we know there's this shit going down, but how am I supposed to? What's annoying me is I'm not even getting a. This isn't the thing.
The box
this
was
can't
one
happen.
of the elephant on
any
the
of that
lid
shit.
was a.
Hey Dixie, how are you getting on? Fucking can we? We know the bug is under. Oh, there it is.
Oh, chère cousine, you left me a little present. You shouldn't have.
Is this where we put the radio on now? Getting on good? Excellent, glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm not too
You
bad.
don't scare me. Espèce de.
This the what? Oh, the bug is just gone out. Yeah, not too bad. Work busy as usual, but I'm on earlier shifts this week, so it just feels like it's flying in, which is nice. Okay, so now what? Oh, I just realised I've not saved this game yet. I don't know if there's autosave. Unnamed. Dream save, that's what we call it. 18%.
There wasn't anyone that.
So what are you doing? Sit down, wait for George? What's the plan here? So we found the bug. Now it's fucking ticking. Oh no, that's just because that's where I have to miss. There's nothing else really. Picture that I guess go back outside maybe now. George comes over or something. Talk to her again.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
The woman who claimed to be my cousin. Could you describe her again?
Well, she was your height, a hair lighter than yours, but otherwise she was very like you. But with impeccable manners, of course.
I bet.
Shit.
Do you know anything about this boat ticket?
No,
It's a boat
mademoiselle.
ticket.
I am not a tourist office.
No, definitely don't show her any of
Au
this shit.
revoir. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Did we... We're going to the Carchon residence. Copper outside.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Can I ask what you're doing?
I am guarding the scene of a terrible and heinous crime.
Yeah, this statue. Tell me about it.
Au contraire, mademoiselle. This statue is a pure and visionary statement, a comment
What?
upon man's self-imposed isolation within a debased societal framework.
Not a crime, then.
The only crime you will find here is the murder of the great Monsieur Carchon.
Oh, it's getting warmer in here now.
How dramatic.
I know. Here in this very building, no less. It is top secret, but according to Carchon's wife, the killer was dressed as a mime. Police believe there was an accomplice, a young female journalist. Even as we speak, she is being hotly pursued up and down the land. No stone is being left unturned.
Good place to look for a journalist, officer.
We police are no fools.
Evidently. You must be quite an aficionado of modern art.
Au contraire, I adore it. In fact, I dabble myself.
Oh, really? I used to dabble myself, but I managed to quit in the end.
Oh no.
How was Monsieur Carchon killed?
He was shot in cold blood.
I love this
with a
fucking
gun.
Hopper
Why
telling
was he
everything to
dressed as a
everybody.
mime?
I have my own theory. Either he was mad, or he was a real mime, trying to throw us all off the scent by cunningly not wearing a disguise.
How long
Not a
have you
real
been in the
mime.
police force?
All my life, mademoiselle.
It shows.
Thank you.
Why would
shit.
a mime kill Monsieur Carchon?
He was a hired killer, I
I
expect.
missed the
Everybody knows mimes don't leave prints.
dryness of this. Weirdness of this game.
Monsieur?
Mademoiselle?
How was Monsieur...
He was
What?
or he was...
How long...
Oh, we already had all
Thank
these
you.
questions. No, let's just get out of here. Can we... Oh, you're kidding me.
How would you like a nice air clip like this?
I must warn you, mademoiselle, that I have been trained to resist such improper advances.
You
I
must
really have to go through all this.
What?
There we go. Thank fucking get out of here. Get out!
Please do not finger the wires. They are high-tension, titanium-coated wires, especially imported from Birmingham, in England.
This guy was either into art or wire, or both.
If they were to become freed, this superb piece of kinetic engineering would topple and fall. At the same time, the force of the recoil would take your eye out. Please do.
Okay. Won't fiddle with the wires. I didn't mean to go there, so let's go back to Rujati. There's nothing else I can do. I can talk to her. I can go to my apartment. What does the diary say? Chosen to kill me or not? How many costume killers? Kind of what's going on? Blah blah blah. Does your girl look like me? Broke into the apartment. She must have planted a boat. So I know. Yeah. We go back. What else is the options? The cafe. Take the guy's lunch. Steal his lunch now.
I didn't need to call anyone.
Right, come on, let's Over this way. They're already boarded up. Fair play. Everything's cleared
Hello,
up.
could I ask you some questions?
No.
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story. Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
Puts you for a loan and your brothers. Alright.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
The police have removed the body, but nothing else was disturbed.
Right. To the mirror. We're going to take a shower of the glass.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipe. From this angle...
Okay. Something being lodged in the gap behind the pipe. Well, let's go fucking get it then.
Behind the table.
Oh.
Voila! The police and forensic
yes.
teams had missed a vital piece of evidence.
Did.
Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
Absolutely. So, that's the only fucking reason to come in here. Walk back out.
Hey, what about my phone?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled
How
him easily enough.
dare you, it's
and
current year.
found the evidence the police had missed.
Let's have a look. What was this evidence?
On the pouch was the cross symbol. Inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Well,
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Carchon.
yeah, let's see. Same cipher system. Right. Let's try this again. So we're gonna go 3-letter words. So this one or this one. So we're gonna try just to see if this makes any sense in any context. And then this one as that's going to be, because there's an apostrophe, that's going to be S, so we're removing that, so this is actually S. And then we want to go... What do we want to go after that? Then, no, we won't go for something like that. 2-letter word. Can't be is. So maybe this is... Put that in as B. And put that in as N. As Y, using the... I think so. Oh, bollocks. Resets the whole thing. Maybe. What do you think? Is anybody left? Oh no, it already said that was going to be an S. Because this apostrophe, that's what it was. So that was going to be S. That's a 3-letter. Here's another 3-letter. So we can apply the AND principle to that as well. Make this one N. Small P. Does not make any. Well, I don't think there's any problems with that. How many times does this appear? So we got the N, the N, the N, all at the end of 3-letter words. I don't think it's going to be a Y. Me, E. Now they've put the apostrophe, so it wouldn't be I'm. If we put that in as an E, then that gets us this, which would be F, because that would read safe. Well, an S and an E, so that probably she. She. Yeah, so that would work. Is Arno and Yamada again on the 3rd row? Oh, yes. Very nicely spotted. Perfect. So that's O. That's O. Did I just fucked that up? Yes, I did. Oh, I undone the M. It's this one. I fucking hate you clicked this one by mistake. So it's the fucking symbol. Why am I blind to it? Oh, there it is. So Arno, and then that is Y. So that is M. That's Pierre again. So this is this. So then that's Plantard, so that's L. This will be T. That's going to be U, because that's murdered. Yeah, murdered. Yes. Here, killed, so that's going to, yeah, that's going to be... No. Not there, Pierre killed, murderer must have... Does that make sense to have that be K? Oh yeah, because that would be them broke, so that would be B. This would be K. That's going to be a W. That could be. It's going to be G. Here, a second word, a second. Yeah, I just saw that there. I'm vigilant, so that's going to be V. That's probably going to be a C. Will come for us.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arnaud and Yamada. He will come for us now.
There we go.
We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her, and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell a story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Killing, same difference. Same thing, really. Right? Well, we know that. Right, let's go back to... Don't think there's any benefit going in here. I don't think it'll let me anyway. But let's try.
The door was locked. I needed to take a closer look at the objects I'd found in Plantard's.
Why did you need to take... I mean, we already got... Okay.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Oh, yeah, shit. Right, so let's get the fuck
strange
over there.
had pointed back.
Back in here. Back in here. Wait, what the fuck? Did I take the thing out of this? Oh, I did. Okay, so lodge that again. And we need to put the cylinder in here. Make the casing back in case we need it. You never know when you might need a bullet casing.
I removed the shell case.
Then we use that key on this. Aha.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
What's in it?
A photograph had been torn up.
That's gonna be the rest of the photo I already have.
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Ooh, we get the rearranged photo. Fragments must be arranged. So we're starting down here. This can go up here. That's not there, but it's that. Start with the border, move you over. Clearly you're there. Okay, maybe it is you. And it's you. This must be... Yeah, it was there, then there. And there, okay. You there for the moment. No, it's this part. Yep.
Oh my god. It can't be.
It's Papa. Gonna be in there.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
It was Papa.
Papa? Oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this.
Not now.
My father, The one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Cachon, while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it.
Well, now you know.
I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
Bad time. Sorry, folks. Straight back to find George. Damn. We can wait. Yeah, there's another 60 seconds apparently, so I'll wait. I don't want you missing Tanagari. It's all good. I can hold off. Wonder if there's anybody else playing this at the moment. No, there's not. Who else playing Broken Sword? Shocking. No ads for you. Oh shit, okay. I thought you had ads because you said that just as the ad was in mid-flow. What worked out them? Oh, it was about the revelation, yeah.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
Go talk to the old woman.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to. Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street.
I tried the door, but it's locked.
You know, I've told the landlord about that 1,000,000 times. It is a damp. The whole building is like a sponge. It sucks up the moisture from God knows where.
You mean the door is stuck because it's swollen?
That is correct. There is an art to opening it.
Yeah, you
Don't
gotta give it a
shout
nudge.
toward. Just give it a gentle nudge above the lock.
Thanks for the advice.
What's this hand thing? I mean,
How
clearly...
long has Mademoiselle Collard lived?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm.
Sounds like a
The only
wonderful
reason I
area to
stay
live.
is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know? How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur.
Well, she's gonna be watching you.
Remembering the
gentle
flower
nudge.
seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock. Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me
Just suddenly
George.
you're inside her
I'm Nicole.
apartment.
Take a seat, George. Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown
Well,
used
no.
the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Yes.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What
Yes.
happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh, no.
No.
I'm going to
Why would
find
you
out
do
what's
that?
behind these killings.
Don't
It
be
just
silly.
doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about
Press
everyone.
don't connect them at all. It sounded like it was an AI speaking for that part. They've done some weird stuff with the addition of voice lines in this.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mine to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death. Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes.
You already read the inside of your gobshite.
Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume. I found a piece of material near the cafe.
And then the tissue's gonna be where it's at.
When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made.
Give us a look.
Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right.
And he's carrying a briefcase.
Difficult to find.
Oh, no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
Yeah.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Nobody wants to see our grease paint tissue, alright?
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Oh.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but, well, I had a job to do. I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay. I guess it's off to the costume shop. Hello, sir.
Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind, for in these four walls, fantasy is king.
Let's go for the hard
I
sells
don't want
right
a
away.
costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Wait, and you
Does
see
this
this
dirty
one?
tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
First person who actually gives a fuck.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Why would we not go to?
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui? He was here this morning.
There we go.
That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart.
Seamus the pixie.
Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Thanks for your
Thank
help,
you.
buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
This is
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
touch yourself.
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
okay. All right. Police station, I guess. See if we can speak to. Oh, there he is. Fuck out himself.
It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant. Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
I want to
Is
talk.
Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
No, I just
Yes,
wanted to
I do.
ask if he was
One
here.
moment, monsieur.
God, shy.
It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Ask him what it's about. Fucking what else is going to be about? I've talked to you once.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No
Very
tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
There
Eh
you
bien,
go, at least
if
that.
you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
I have been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Well, the plot thickens.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantau.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
No comments, that's what I'm getting.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the clown completely.
Maybe
Go
I
back
don't
to
want
being
to.
an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
No. Well,
So long, Inspector.
you've been fuck all hell. There's no point in talking to
See you later,
Let's
Sergeant.
get the funk out. Rouge Jarry. back in Nicole's apartment.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people
So it
electric
wasn't meant to go back
shocks.
there then.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay. I get the picture.
Relax, love. Okay.
I have to go.
So it wasn't supposed to come
I'll
back
see
to
you
order.
later.
So, fuck are we going then? Cafe. The police station, they don't give a fuck, so I guess we're going back towards the cafe. Although, actually... No, that's not on my map. Why did I go back to our apartment?
Hi.
Oh, hello.
I did not mean to click that. Hi. Oh, hello. Bye. I'm out of here.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
For fuck's sake. Okay, save the game. Let's see, 25%. Jesus, 25% true. So this will last us a little while anyway. And we have come to that point for the end of stream as well, so I think that's where we will finish. Oh, shit. Finish up. Let's see if there's anybody to raid, or are we just going to call? Wonder if there's any. There was nobody else playing this game when I searched. But I'm guessing there probably still is nobody else playing this game. No, there's still nobody else playing this game. Is there anybody playing any of the Broken Sword games? Go to Templars. Smoking Mirror Remastered. Where do we go? That one's easy. Bingo! No. No. Well, we don't have anybody on my list to raid right now. And nobody else is playing Broken Sword, so I'm just going to call it there. But thank you all for hanging out. Very much appreciated. As always, thank you for the chats. There's Ben playing Tomb Raider. Oh shit, is he? Oh fuck it, I didn't know Ben was playing Tomb Raider. Fuck it, well, let's go say hello to Ben then. I see, I don't think I follow Ben. I think that's why. Fox and Fiends, isn't it? Yeah, he is. Okay, well, let's go say hello to Ben. I keep forgetting. Thank you, HP. So, right, we are finished, but we're going to go raid out. I've never raided Ben before. Sometimes play Minecraft with him on a Sunday. Thank you, HK. He's one of Jordy's friends as well. Very nice lad. Let's go say hello to him. But yeah, thank you all again. Thank you, Snowy, for the resub. Thank you, Luke, for the resub. Very much appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow. For the moment, it's still Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but that could change. And potentially, I might just do more of this. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great one. Talk to you later. Let's go say hello to Ben. Bye-bye.